congratulations on 800. How's that feel?
Yeah, I didn't realize Sean said it on the post-game radio. For me, it's about the players. Celebrate the players. Chandler Dale did chapel today. One of our alumni who talked about the 17 team and what that was like and the memories of going to Omaha. So, yeah, Coach Williams, Coach Mundorf, 20 years together, but Coach Snyder and Vrabel going on 12 years, and then, really talk about the great players, because I always say, man, this is a player's game. There's only so much we can call. They have to run out there and play, and fortunately we've had a lot of good players play here.
Great way to do it with a sweep as well. I think Central Michigan kind of wrap up a nice weekend for you all.
Yeah, again, in my world, it's coming out on Sunday, whether the week's going good or the week's going bad. We take a lot of pride in playing well on Sunday, our mental and physical preparation. I like to call it our toughness. I like to call it our professionalism. Don't get too high. If the weekend's going well, don't get too low. We talked about our Sunday, our Game 3 record last year, which was pretty good. So I was just pleased that they came out. We had to grind this one out. Give Central Michigan a lot of credit, and they took it on the chin Friday night. They're 3 outs away from winning yesterday, and they could have felt sorry for themselves today. Man, they made us earn it. I mean, obviously we couldn't get a big hit. We scored a bunch of ones and a 2 in there, and that added up to enough runs. But man, we couldn't put them away, and they kept getting off the field, and then they come right back, get the leadoff guy on, and like I said, they made us earn it.
You ran through a lot of pitches in that 7th inning, and really the game as a whole. Are you still trying to figure out through this early part of the season who you trust the most in some of those high leverage type situations?
Well, that 7th inning was crucial. The leadoff walk, and then the guy gets the base hit, and now it's a 2-run game in the 7th. So that hitter bunted, and probably because we brought Ty Stark in. I don't know if they're bunting if we don't bring Ty in. So Ty's frustrated as a competitor because he runs out there, gets an out on a bunt, and then we take him out. But I said, man, that's the ultimate compliment to Ty, because that hitter had a lot of good swings this weekend. So they kind of conceded, and I don't blame him though to play for 2. But then we need another righty. We need Jake Greger. He maybe wasn't landing the breaking ball, but it's a power fastball, heavy fastball, and he minimized. He did his job and only gave up a run, and then we let Aaron finish the inning. So, yeah, we're always looking for more arms. We're not there yet. I think of TJ Schlagater. We got to get TJ going. Kaysen Murphy's not the same guy that we had in the fall and in spring training. And then the ball will get flipped to some of these freshmen and young guys that let's see. We got another 4-game week this week, and then behind that you have a 5-game week. So you think these next 9 games, we'll see some more arms.
What's Byram Hott has been just hot, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, tearing the cover off the ball, he's just a triple away from the cycle today. I mean, he's making all the defensive plays at third base as well. He's been really clean. I mean, being able to get him to come back to school and what he's meant to this team so far this year has to be a great pickup for you, Austin.
Well, it's twofold. Any team, anytime you can get a senior like that, I mean, the value of a senior, and last year was Eddie King. Eddie was that senior, and what they mean to college athletics, but lots of times for the player, that sometimes it's not all bad when the junior year, the draft year doesn't go exactly the way you want it, and you have to come back to college for another year, right? So I talk about Levi Usher and Cam Masterman and Ben Bianco, a lot of guys that came back from their senior year. Ben Metzinger, they had great senior years, and they won championships, and they played in regionals, in supers, and so, yeah, I'm really happy for Byram, because, like I said, we said it, we had 5 starting infielders last year, and you can only play 4 at a time. He just got caught in a little bit of a rotation, and he knows with Jake Monroe and Kamayu Neighbors, man, those were 2 really good infielders that he was kind of, competing with. So just happy for him. He's probably been our most consistent player from game 1 to now.
I know you're quick to prop up the players as to why you get to win number 800, but for you personally, what does 800 career wins mean?
Man, I'm just blessed that I'm been able to coach for long enough to do it. And these kids, they bring me a lot of joy. I mean, yeah, I get stressed out, and I get on them a lot, but they know I love them. And it's about them. I try to I want them to be their best. And if you talk about a lot of wins, then you talk about, like I said, man, players that have really performed. I mean, you look at yesterday's game. I didn't think I coached a great game by any means, and we came from 3 runs down in the 9th. I mean, that's players who believe in themselves and compete. And so I'm blessed that I get to do something that I love. I love the game of baseball. I love to compete. Love to try to help these guys. And we do. We do love to win. I'm not going to downplay that. You know, we say losing and everybody yells sucks, because losing is not fun. And winning is fun, you know, but you got to work hard and you got to earn it every day. So again, let's celebrate the coaches that have been with me, and most important, man, let's celebrate the players. A lot of great players.
Appreciate it, Ben.